Yeah. We're gonna see what's gonna fucking happen. I ain't bored. Wanna be survivalist? Eat my mashed potatoes. Mm. But today went pretty good. It went really good actually. My girl coworker is starting to actually be herself in that. I mean, she was a little head high today from energy drinks and that. What an asshole. Lucky Survivalist has like the best fucking perks. Survivalist is like the best character in this game. Fuck that. No, don't change my grenade. Everyone does that shit. But yeah, it's pretty nice today. She wants to start making podcasts, isn't it? So we're gonna probably do podcasts at work, I guess. About talk about work and shit. But yeah, I like seeing her happy and that. It's just really fun to see people get happy in that. Like, I don't know what he's at. But yeah, it's just like little things in that. Like, it's like it's like we're really starting to build up our friendship a lot. Like we were talking about stuff and that. It was so funny. It's like we had so many memories together, and like it's getting to that point where it's starting to cherish our moments. Like we're talking about our past and that. I brought up like when she first came in and that, and she was doing like this little gangster stepping. It was like a pimp step. She had her hat sideways and that. And like she was doing this like when she first came in, we cleaned out the pits for the first like week or so. And like that's the whole point of like being with people. This is why God always told us for humanity to love each other, because the amount of memories, the amount of like things that you have with people, it just changes your life. You just change dramatically when you have people to cherish life with. You know, like having a good friend or having people around you that makes sense. You know. And like it gets to that point where you just live life. You live life to the fullest when you actually have companionship with people. And that's what makes it really beautiful. And that's what makes it really beautiful. Okay. And I think everyone should. Like that's what I like about working in places and that. I mean, obviously I don't like working with certain people and that. Like there's some people are just fucking buzz killers. Like our assistant manager is pretty cool and that, but like she's being kind of a buzz killer with certain things and that. And I try to explain it to her like we work at a car wash. We have so much downtime sometimes, but I completely get it. You know, you don't want certain things to happen, and now you're just throwing out. You're being like a power hungry person, and I get that up front. But like, I'm learning not to fucking give a fuck, cause like I'm just like whatever. They were doing really good today. You know, the girl coworker sold 3 memberships. She was all proud of herself and that. And I'm like, well, it's because it's a confidence issue. You lack confidence. Now you're building up confidence in that. And that's what I tried to tell my assistant manager. Like, and it's like it's a beautiful thing. We have to build these children up. We are the older people, so like they're gonna do shit. You know, they're gonna have boyfriends come in or guys they like and shit. And like they're gonna do it. Like can't expect them not to be like that. That's how life is, especially younger people and that like we were young ones. But like I actually what do I have on him? Shotguns. Okay, yeah, I want the shotgun. Run. Oh! Blow off his head. I actually do enjoy this first shotgun. I just don't like using it too much because it's a pump. I do enjoy it though. Sometimes some of the first guns are super fucking powerful when you upgrade them all the way. They're actually quite nice. I might just use this one. I like the way it looks. Wait, load up. But yeah, like I just like I miss having companionship with people. I miss it so much as a person that I'm just like this scythe is so fucking good. Yeah, this dude, the fucking melee on this guy, he gets 90%. He basically gets double damage. That's why I rather have melee with this survivalist. Like it's fucking huge amount of damage. Especially to be able to block and shit. Like that block helps out a lot. Like even the berserker doesn't get 90% damage. I think he only gets 75. No. Any Molotovs. Oh man, I got a big ass zit on my fucking head. I'm using these fucking every time I use any type of face wash, my fucking face gets oily. I start getting fucking zits. It's fucking retarded. So I don't like washing my face. Oh, sent me into that. Fuck. But yeah, that's what life's all about. Like, I miss that companionship. I can go over to someone's house and just sit there and chill. And just have people like come over and chill and that. And that's what like my coworker said she wants to start doing that. She's like, I used to have people come to my house and then just chill and they have a cool ass house and that, but like I don't have people come over now because of bullshit. I'm like, well, start doing things, start getting get-togethers at their work and shit. Like, hey, I'm gonna have people come over and that we're all gonna hang out downstairs. We're just gonna hang out and just have fun. Cause you got like a little pool table or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, yeah. I have like a fucking movie night or something like that. Like I get a movie night at my place and that, and just have people come over and I get like food and shit and just chill. You know, and that's what it is. Like that's what coworkers should do. Like you live a life together with people and you grow together with people. Once you start growing with people, people start to understand, start to see like how it is to be alive. Like once you build up memories with people and that, you start to get memories and that, and especially when you get people that are just like you, and that's what it is. And like that's what it is. Like, and like that's why some people never get married in that, cause they have such good friends and they'll have such good stuff in that. Like, and honest truth is, when it comes down to it, and you're a very like friendly, open person, that and it comes down to like say like sexual shit and that. Like honestly, like the honest truth is about that. I'm just gonna buy a better shotgun. Actually, this is like the best one. It comes down to that you stop caring. You're like, I love my life. I love the people I hang around with, and there's always like that one fixation. You're just like, you know, or that's how I think about it. Like if I had a really close friend that, like she's my girlfriend, and like we're just like close. The truth is, I would bang her. And I say, why not? And that's how it actually played out. Because then, like, where I think about it, that, like, if you're that close to someone that you're bound to be closer than that, and like people say, oh, that ruins relationships. That it does, but like when you start to enjoy people and that, that's how I think about it. And that I don't know, it's just me. I always thought about it, you know. Because people say, oh, there's true happiness with being married and all stuff like that. There is true happiness with being married. Now, I think people should get married. I think people should live their life with that pure happiness type shit. But like when it honestly comes down to it, you gotta get to that point where you're just like, that friendship you could have had with that man or woman that, and how much you hung out and have memories with them. Are they really truly happy without you? They're not. To be honest, truth is no one's like you can't expect them to be, especially build up so many memories in that. Just like we'll scenarialize it. Say later on that like me and my coworker build up a hella fucking memories together in that, which we already are. A guy coworker? No, it's not a guy coworker. That's a girl coworker. I'm talking about like when people get so close to people and that, and then like you have like a group of friends you hang around with, and you're like legendary together. Like you get so fucking bound by the stuff that you do in that because you like the same stuff in that, and like it gets to that point where you're gonna be like, well, fuck, you know. You start to build basically. You all become like you basically become a boyfriend girlfriend without actually becoming a boyfriend girlfriend. Like the bond is so strong, and like you're sitting there like, uh, bound. It's bound to happen. It's like your bestie kind of shit. Mm, I mean, it depends though. Like, I don't look at it like that. Like when I really look at stuff in that, like, it's because people they don't like they want to lose. They want to think that they have to be married and in love and all that stuff and that. Which I do understand that, but that's what marriage is. It's a constant friendship with that person. It's just you you go underneath God's wing basically, but you're still like your best friend. That's how it should be. That's how like when people get into really heavy relationships and that, and they're so close to each other, man or woman, you're bound already. You already have something that is a relationship without saying anything. Holy shit, that bitch flew! Holy, that was funny. So like, no one doesn't want to build up great memories with someone. It doesn't matter how bad it gets, the arguments that people always get in arguments. There's always gonna be a controversy of stuff. It's called clashing of personalities. You're always gonna have that clash of personality. It's never gonna not be there. But the course of actions of learning from it is to laugh at it. That's what I think. Fucking laugh at the shit. You know, I mean, you have to be like honestly the fucking same ass personality in that. Like your personality has to be almost identical for this shit to happen. And that's what it is. It doesn't work with everybody, but it works with some people. Shit. Man, that radius is fucking huge. I don't know. It's just like a weird thing in that, like, That's how you should be with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Like you should have that honest bond, because like loyalty is so hard to find. But like if you could build it up with a relationship with someone as a friend, that loyalty is fucking there. You understand each other and why you work the way you work or do things. Well then, fuck, you might as well fucking be with that person. I'm just saying, like that's how it should work. Like why live life fucking without knowing? But yeah, I think of everyone as a friend. Like honestly, like I don't think there's any like really like tremendously bad people. But what kind of structure of friends? There's certain kind of friends, you know. Oh, armpit's fucking itch, dude. There's always just certain kinds of friends. Mm-mm-mm. Like the ones that argue with you about how your life should be with certain things. Like you're trying to like help you out with life, are the best friends you should have. Like I'd rather have a friend that's honest with me or honest with you instead of being dishonest with me. Bitch. Yeah, but they always depends what kind of style of human being you are. So like if you're more into like me, I'm into psychologics a lot. I love psychology. I love how people work in that. It's always fun to pick people apart. And personalities are everywhere like that. It becomes very interesting. When you're picking someone apart and that, it's just so much fun. And like, it doesn't matter how mad people get. You're gonna sit there and be like, I told you so, kind of thing. Because, like, you already know. I love psychologics so much. And, like, the person I'm working with is just like that. She has a lot of psychology base. Yeah, it was just I did more damage to him, I guess. Uh, yeah, I might get better in a little bit. Still, do some shooting. Freeze thrower sucks ass. This gun's awesome. Medic heal 30%, cooldown of syringe and healing darts. That is fucking astounding. Okay. I just like the melee speed. Yeah, I'm starting to get really tired. To like 15,000 steps a day. Trying to cut weight in that. Getting there, just take a little bit. It was like 30, 40, like 30 some pounds overweight. If I like cut like the first like, then probably like the first 20 or so. But I have to eat a little bit more next. I've been lacking on eating. in like recovery mode right now. Oh man. Whew, I got tired out of nowhere. I did just a lot of shit today. I worked out pretty good. Did some legs and shit. I always had to eat a shit ton before I go to bed. So I always had like a protein shake. Oh, a little bit of mashed potatoes and shit. Yeah, I'm pretty much sick of that. I'm done with this. But yeah, today was really fun. I really enjoyed today a lot. Mm. Nice. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Like 3 or 4 more times. Are you like? Oh. Oh. Don't have to go in tomorrow. Oh. Get all this shit off. I do my sleeping stuff. Yeah, I take this sleeping burn shit. Was help me relax better and shit. Man, this stuff is fucking powerful though. I was talking to one of the supplement superstore guys. That's where I go to, and like, he says a lot of guys don't take the full dose of that sleeping shit because it knocks them out for too long. When they wake up, they'll wake up drowsy. So I'm only gonna take like a half. Oh man. I wash my face with like my shampoo I have. Like it's like a. Then I wash my face with cleanser, like face wash. I never fucking wash my face with cleanser. I just do hot towel and wipe my face off. I never use fucking actual face wash. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't fucking like using it because it always makes me get acne. Oh, it's supposed to clean your skin out. Your acne's popping out because your skin. No, acne's popping out because you're clogging my pores up with shit. Hot water. Wow. I used to have bad acne when I was younger. That like, big ass pimples and shit, which like most people do. Like, I mean, I get them now too, but not nearly as much. Like every once in a while. And like, I always eat just whiteheads and shit. Oh, I'm so strong. Oh. Fuck me sideways. Hold on. Oh, I can do some stretches. Worked on my hamstrings and glutes today. They're probably gonna hurt for a while. They always fucking do. Trying to maintain a certain weight of what I do. So my goal is to get down to 200 pounds. I'm almost there. I'm at like 205, give or take. Of course, it's during the morning time. Of course, when I go to bed, I'm always like 3 pounds heavier than that because of water and stuff. But like overall, like trying to get my weight, my fat percentage down to where I'm 205 or 200. Doing pretty good. I'm at the last. I'm like at the last like 10 pounds of fat before I can actually get actual abs, and it looks so weird because like when people look at me, like my physique and that, it looks like I am skinny, but I have that little bit of pudge left. It is the annoyingest thing in the world. I gotta check out my physique right now. Like my abs stick out. My abdominals always stick out because I got my ribs, but my abdominals are so long in that because I'm close to 6 foot tall. But like I haven't been doing as much abs as I should. But now I'm starting to do more abs at, so I don't want to do too much. I just want to get enough to where I can be able to show and stay toned with it. To just do like I don't know, but like there's just one guy at the gym I met. He's actually like 10 years younger than me. I'm old. I'm in my 30s and that. I just don't look like my fucking 30s at all. I look rather young, to tell you the truth. And like we're just sitting there talking about the stuff and that, and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting down to like 185." I'm like, "How the fuck you 185?" Like I don't know if I can get down to 185. Like I could probably get down to like 195, drop 10 more pounds. Like maybe 190 if I really, really fucking tried. But like we're talking about attraction. And like you're talking about all psychologic stuff and that, like back and forth. Like I was mentioning stuff with him. He's like, you'd be surprised. A lot of women don't like guys with 6 packs. Like a little bit, yeah. But like I was talking about with the guy at the gym. I had got some of the super shorts. Like some of the super shorts guys, like yeah, only like 2% of the population actually has abs. Like most guys don't have abs because they're either too skinny, they don't have enough food in them to be able to maintain abs, or they don't work out hard enough. And that he's like, having abs is a luxury as a man. He's like, with guys that have abs, girls always want to flock to them. Why? Because it's the hardest thing for men to get is abs. Because you have to maintain constant working out. Like, you really have to be like a celebrity. You have to work out every damn day. You have to walk every day. You have to maintain your fat percentage diet. You have to eat clean or more clean enough. Maintain your calorie. And I guess that point where like it is difficult, but it's not difficult for a lot of people. Say for some people are born naturally skinny. They have a high metabolism. They're always like skinny, and like I have to put that on. Clean. Oh. Okay, it's connected now. Fuck, I thought it was connected before. Well, anywho, so I was talking to a guy for something superstars and that, and he's just like getting lean, getting a six pack is like 2% of the population. That's why I say 1% men always get all the chicks. Why? Because they got a body. Like it doesn't fucking matter how sweet you are as a man. Why you always see guys just like women are attracted to masculinity. Like to be an attractive woman is so much easier than be an attractive man. Because women can literally just drop weight, maybe get a little bit of butts and legs. They're not that hard to get. Maintain the fat percentage is what it is. But girls can do that easy too because girls' maintenance level is a lot lower. And women are grown to worry about their beauty more than guys are. That's what it is. Like, men are not worried about their beauty. That's why a lot of guys don't have six packs because they don't worry about it. The ones that do worry about it get all the pussy in the world, but they never get relationships. Because girls don't date feminine men. When you get that 2% of the world, give or take, maybe more than that, but and he's just a masculine man. He has a physique. He acts like a man. He walks like a man. He talks like a man. That old song, "Walk like a man, talk like a man," or whatever fucking. It's just how it is. And the amount of stress a man has to put on his body to be able to get to that, the muscle pain, the cramping, and stuff like that. It gets to that point where it's just like it becomes massively insane. So like when you get to that point in life, you're just like, man, I don't care anymore. Let's just fucking do it. Like I am right now. I'll literally walk 20,000 steps just to be like, I gotta do it. Like right now, I'm walking in circles. I did it for like an hour before, and I burned off like up 200, 300 fucking extra calories. And it's like, whoa, that's how it works. Because people think like cardio is like running that. It's the constant movement. You burn off calories just by moving, talking, moving your hands around. You ever notice how people move their hands around when they're talking that? Because you're focusing on talking, you're not focusing on your movement. It's like when people have a nervous twitch, they're skinnier. Why? Because they got a nervous twitch. They have less weight because they're constantly burning off calories. And this is how it works. When you fall asleep, that's how you lose weight. You get your calorie deficit down to a certain amount. And make sure you eat enough. So like it's 11 o'clock right now. I did probably close to 17,000, say 16,000 steps because I hadn't had my watch on. Okay. You calculate how many calories that is. It says 585 calories. So for every mile that I did, say I burned off 90 calories. I walked 7 miles today, just moving around. And so I burned off about 600 calories. Just moving, not staying awake. Because like if you stay awake, say like if you eat, like I said, I'm eating right now, had a 30 grams protein shake, I had probably like, I don't know, like probably like 50 grams of carbs. Or maybe like 30 grams of carbs or 40 grams of carbs. Okay. I'm in a recovery phase. My muscles are damaged, highly damaged actually. I gotta recover. Okay, so protein recovers muscles and that. Carbs help maintain glycogen levels so you can recover with that. And water helps maintain glycogen levels with carbs because carbs are water, or glycogen is water soluble. Can't do without the three things. And fats and that, which a lot of things have fat in that, so you don't have to worry about not having enough fat. Just put a little bit of butter in your mashed potatoes and that you get your fat. But so when it comes down to this stuff and that, like like women eat a lot of carbs and that. They eat a lot of protein. Why? As a man, I'll ask myself that. Like, why do? Because they want to not maintain muscle mass. But when girls start eating more protein, that their muscle masses gets more, which means they start to grow more in the like legs and that. Like to be skinny as a man or have that kind of thin, kind of bitch physique, don't eat a lot of protein. You'll never grow. You'll just stay skinny. If you eat carbs and that and have a little bit of fucking protein in that, like maybe like you're like 140-pound boy, now you probably have maybe 50 grams a day. You'll still kind of recover now, but your muscle mass is not going to succeedingly go up. You're maintaining, you're just staying at the certain weight that you're at. That's how it works. It's like kids eat candy all the time. You ever know like kids at 13, 14 are jacked as fuck, or at 12 are jacked as fuck because they barely eat a lot of protein. They maintain good protein diet. You run around and shit. You know how strong a kid would be from 12 to 14 or 15 to start high school and that if they actually had a good diet. Just playing around, just running and playing around. Your muscle fibers are constantly burning that you'd be fucking strong. Like you'd be able to like run a mile in like 5 minutes. Diet matters. Like to a man, diet matters a lot. To a woman, it does matter to a certain extent, but the protein value doesn't matter as much. This is because no one likes a jacked woman unless you got some fetish for that. Men don't like jacked women. I like skinny petite women. Women that get big fucking arms and that, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Women are not supposed to have gigantic arms. They're supposed to have slender, toned arms. And of course, it all depends on your body weight and that. So I see girls like they want to do like competition lifting and shit. They're fucking jacked. They're like, oh, I'm strong. You're a man. You got a fucking cock and balls on you. I always thought you had that because you were on steroids. Literally, you're on man performance drugs, and they think it's hot. And they're like, oh, it's so hot. Like, it's disgusting. And like, it's just like, how do you think of yourself like that? You're a woman. You got fucking a vagina. Like, I don't get how a woman could have that in her head that she thinks like that. Like, to me, it's disgusting. Like, I'm just like, okay, no. Some people, like I said, have their fetishes and that. Cool beans. But anyway, like, got way off topic with that one, but no. What kind of way off topic? Kind of a little bit off topic. So, like, some super short guy and that, I was talking to him that, and he's like bringing up all this stuff and that. And he's just like, yeah, he's like, some girls, like the girl I was talking to and that, thought I was like, he talked to one of my friends and that from another place. He works at the same place, he works at another store. He's like, yeah, he's like, she asked him, was like, oh, who is he now? How is he now? He's like, oh, he likes to have fun. And then like they hung out for like 3 days and that, and she asked me, she's like, why aren't you trying to do anything with me? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, your friend was saying you like to have fun. He's like, oh, it's like I like to hang out with my friends and that. It's like I don't. She's like, oh. He's like, I don't like doing the whole sexual thing and that. Like I don't do that up front. Like I just don't. And me and him are alike because we're traditional men. And like he said a couple things that were interesting. They kind of already knew, but like I haven't heard it in a while. In that, he just got brought up in that. He says women are affectionate by touch. Oh yeah, women are affectionate by body language. They're not affectionate by words as much as touch. Like them themselves don't speak out. Now they're affectionate by words when men talk to them, but women don't talk. They do body language. They want to be touched. Yeah, that's true. Men want to be talked to. That's why women are chatterboxes. They talk. The guys kind of like to talk and listen to their girl's story and that. And like it becomes like, oh, you're adorable and that, you know. They also speak with their body language and that too when it comes down to like if they're attracted. So you look at body language. Number one thing, women's psychology 101, body language. Anything that comes down to looking, glancing, showing a lot of affection towards you and body language style, pointing, looking at you, directing themselves towards you, it's body language. Doing that stretch, you know, the boob stretch, with the hands there, like, oh, it's a body language thing. You don't have to stretch like that. You choose to stretch like that. And sometimes you do it on purpose. Like a good morning stretch, like when you're in the morning time of night, you'll stretch. Like it's good to stretch like that. But you're doing it because you want to attract. You don't do it because you need to. It's to show your ribs, it's to show your like stomach and that you're showing a part of you that you want someone to notice. And it gets to that point where you start noticing it. It's like, now some women trick you on it because they tease you with it, which is fucking stupid, but it's only when you're by yourself. So like anyway, I was having a conversation with my coworker and like I know this girl so well, it makes me laugh. Like our bond is really fucking strong. Like we know each other so well with certain things and that. And so she had quotation marks, a friend, and like he was just sitting there, we're having a conversation, that back and forth and that. And she was having a conversation with me, having a conversation with my manager guy, with my site manager guy, the GM. We're all just talking about our past and that, talking about stuff and that. And like I was literally making up. I don't know. I wasn't making up anything about. I was talking about our past and that, and we're like making our past come alive by imitating each other. And that it was very interesting. So anyway, we're talking about stuff and that about our past and that. And she brought up making a podcast. She's like, I want to make a podcast, and I'm like, okay, well, it's like YouTube sucks with that because you have to do it at home and that. If you make a podcast and that, you have to have a camera and that, and you have to just start doing stuff like that. And it was just like, okay. He's like, well, we could do it on TikTok and that. Like, she wants to make like like TikTok style podcasts. You could do it for 10 minutes and that, and just like talk about stuff and that, and like you know, and I'm like okay. Like, we talk about our job and I talk about our work and that. Just have the camera playing that. And we're talking about weird shit and that. And like bring it up. Start it off with hello. Bring out the audience and that, and then have conversations about shit. And bring out the audience, like, oh yeah, no, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Give me your opinions and stuff like that. It's gonna become something like unique because like there's a lot of stupid shit that happens. We get in massive stupid like arguments over really dumb shit, and a lot of it's just pure stupidity. Like we're just like, it's always about relationships. God forbid. So like we were having a little discussion today. It was a full on fucking argument. Like it was a potential discussion argument we're just bashing each other for things that we know about each other. And so she was talking about stuff that, talking about relationships and that, and like, and she's telling me, it's like, oh, it's like, the only reason why you can't get a girl is because you're fat. Look at her like, it's like, I stood up and that's like, you didn't notice I lost like 20 pounds? I lost like 20 something pounds, you know. So, you know, she's like, I never looked. I'm like, I mean, you never looked. Priceless, you know, right? Don't notice something that's fucking obvious. So I walked out. I went to the gym. I came back. I had my sleeves up. It was hot. So I had my sleeves up in that. And I got, you know, pretty toned arms and that. Nice triceps and shit. And nice, like, my left shoulder's kind of toned. My right shoulder's just really big. And, like, I was sitting there, I was pumped up because I did this triglyceride or whatever it is. It's supposed to enable pump. It's supposed to make my pump more pumpy. It's watermelon, but like it works so good. And like, so we're just sitting there like, and like she kept glancing at me, and I found it kind of funny that, and like she glanced at me, she was checking me out. I was laughing my ass off because she was saying that you can't get a girl. And sitting there laughing my ass off. I was laughing on my insides and that. Like I noticed, like, and she like left for something. I was talking to my GM, like the same age, almost close to the same age. Did you notice she was checking me out? She's talking about, oh yeah, I'm not attracted to you and all this, whatever the fuck it was, and I like playing it off like I don't know what you're talking about type shit. She's fucking checking me out. I'm laughing. He's like, yeah, I noticed that too. It's like, yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just having fun with it. And so we like, so she came back in, and we were just talking about other stuff and that, and like, okay. I left. I went home, fell asleep. I was so fucking exhausted. It was kind of hot today. It was like 90. It was in the 90s. Sun was blazing. That I was tired. Like I was super tired, but I was tired enough to where I was just like, okay, time to go home. So I went home, took a shower, that laid down for about 2 hours, went to bed. Got up at like 6:30 or something. That went back to work, and I was helping them do pits. There's like a little like I'm working at a car wash. There's like a little like middle section where all the soap goes in. And she got to spray out all the dirt and shit. It took a while. Like it was rather dirty and smelled like ass. So we spent our time cleaning it really good. And so she left at 7. My assistant manager was supposed to stay with us. End up leaving at 7. Like okay, whatever. You know, I don't know why you're our assistant fucking manager. You can't even stay and do the job you're supposed to do. Like, I don't understand it. Like whatever, you know, fuck off. You know, I'll just fucking take charge because I'm a shift lead. We have assistant manager. She is assistant manager. And we have a guy, GM. She's cool in that, but like she gets to that point where she's kind of lazy sometimes. In that because we have to do the pits. Pits are difficult. The grates are like 20 pounds each, and it gets to that point where it's kind of a pain in the ass to pick up sometimes. Because if you're not strong enough, it just gets to be a pain in the ass. You know, since I'm rather strong in that, I flip them over and throw them all over the place, not like it's nothing. They're probably a little more than 20 pounds. I don't know, that might be like 20, 25 pounds. And so we're slowly cleaning out the grates and that, cleaning out all the stuff and that in between cars and that. We shouldn't have a lot, so we're just like taking the hose out, spray it down, leave the hose on, and have the water go in there, kind of like spray it out. We'll go down and when there's no cars coming in, we just kind of just like spray it out. We'll fill up one of the trash cans, or they're called towel cans. We put towels into that, and we dump it all down the drain. That so to come to a conclusion, it's so much easier. Kind of spread the tongue a little bit, fill up one of those things. They're like 35, 40 gallons. We sit there and we dump it all down there. It all flows down there. Like it pulls all the stuff out of the ground because it's just so much water pressure. Me and my team were sitting there like, well, fuck, we should have done this the first time. So the fucking spray everything out. It's get a shit ton of water in a thing and just dump all down there. There's so much water pressure and weight. Because it's like over like 150 pounds worth of fucking water just rushing down there for how hard like I pushed it rather hard and had to get up the pressure. It's probably washing down there like 30 miles an hour, just like and like oh shit, that works. So now we have an easier way to clean our pits. Let's fucking dump it out there, take pictures of it, be done. We don't have to fucking do anything. Works like a charm. Well, anyway, so we have to clean the pits and that. Uh oh. That girl comes back in that, our coworker. She's with her friend, or what the fuck they want to call him. I don't even know. Anyway, she comes back there. She's head high as fuck. I'm like, so my manager guy texts me. I get it on my watch. I don't want to tell her this, but it's fucking priceless. Let me read this shit to you. He's like, she's high. Her and the one guy was with her. He read it in that. Her eyes were glazed red like 10 minutes ago. Weed is like speed to her. Like I don't think she did anything. She's just really head eyes. She's like, oh, she's like, I bought these energy drinks and she puts them in her refrigerator and I actually had a little mini fridge in her room in that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And that I wish I had one. I could buy one, but I just don't have one. She's like, she puts energy drinks in there that she buys from like Sam's or something like that. 'Cause just you buy a shit ton of energy drinks, and like she evidently had one when she was like coming in to work, and she stayed like head high like all damn day long. Like yeah, vitamin B will do that to you. Like you have vitamin B6, B12, and B3, I believe. Like you get massively fucking head high. You're so alert. And like she was so talkative in that, and I was just laughing my ass. I enjoyed it so much. Like I thought it was crazy, and that, but I enjoy seeing the person happy because you know, she's kind of like up and down with emotions and that, and like seeing someone that's like when she first came out, she was like depressed and shit, like staring at the wall and that. Now she's so happy, and that it's actually kind of nice to hear people talk. You know, it's like talking a lot, but it's still funny though. Like it's not even that like like I'm having a conversation about shit. It was constant. Like her brain was like rapid fire and that. She talking about shoes and shit. And I was sitting there like making jokes and shit. I was twirling my finger on the. I was sitting on the table and that. I was twirling my finger on the table between my legs and that. Like sometimes I just don't know what's going on. And it was a joke towards women, and I was like, I just don't understand people sometimes. I'm busting out fucking laughing. The guy, her little friend, where the fuck it is, next to me, and that. And it's just like, we kept looking at each other, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I just don't know. I had my head down that. Like, and she talked rapid fire about shit. And I was like dozing off and that. He was like, yo, bro, you okay? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It was a blast. I had so much fun. It's all joking and that. Like, I like when she get in conversations like that because you can actually talk to people like that when they're actually like very like happy. Like they have so much dopamine in their brain that over stuff. And like it got to the point it's like awesome. Very back. Anywho, I like peeing outside sometimes in nature. It's like 11 o'clock, so no one notices. So I don't give a fuck. Nature being's the best pee ever. Well, anyway, so we're having a conversation about like just random shit and that. And I was there talking to her about something that, and I was just like, it's like she got secrets and that, you know. I start laughing out loud and that. Like the guy that she was hanging around with, I've known him for quite a while now. And he's like, what secrets? Oh, secrets of the past. And everyone's got fucking past shit that happened to them. And she's like, I'm curious about what secrets that you know. I'm like, I know things. They're just joking around and shit. And like the dude's getting like so like he's so confused. And she like looked over at me and smiled at me, and I'm just like, the secrets. I'm laughing my fucking ass off, and like, I don't know what to do with this fucking girl. Like, I love her to death. Like, she's me and her are so like compatible, and like it gets me so fucking upset. Like I said on my other stream, and that like you have well, even on this stream, like you have a like someone that you're so close to as a friend that they only know each other for maybe a couple months and that, but like we're like so bound to how we act, and then now it's getting to the point where like we're starting to really bond with personality because we're basically the same. Comes down to like how we think and that certain things, and like I'm always thinking to myself like, it's like what would it be like to be in a relationship with someone that's pretty much identical to you? Not completely, but like certain factors. And like it's that point you're like, it'd be fucking great, you know? It's like, oh, you can talk about shit and that, make up jokes and shit, and like you know the person so well that like I. So the guy ended up leaving for a little bit, talking to his friend and that for like 5 minutes. Me and her having a discussion, and I was laughing my ass off. And I said, I know what you're doing. She's like, looking at me. It's like, I know exactly what you're doing. It's fucking hilarious. And she's like looking over at me, like, she smiled at me and that. And we talked about, like, it was about that dude and that. I'm just sitting there, like, I know what's going on. And he's basically like, give me that what eye and that. It's like, I know you don't really like him. Be dead fucking serious. It's fucking priceless. She looked over and like smiled at me and that. I was like, I know what you do. You're playing with him. Stop playing with him. You're bad. Like you're such a bad girl. Like it's fucking hilarious. Like starts about laughing at me. She's like, she didn't say nothing, but she's got laughing at like smiling at. I said, something about it. She's like, oh, I just don't want anything right now and that. I'm like, well then why? I asked her like, why do you keep on doing this to yourself then? Like you need to just hang out with me and just go back to where it was. Being serious, like we had so much fun together. That they're so fucking identical. And like I don't know why you waste your fucking time. You have nothing in common with this guy. Like you're all like the fucking retard shit. Like you go with the most compatible person, you know. And I was just like, well, let him down easy, you know. Don't be too harsh in that. Don't be fucking. we in my old slang, we call girls like these man eaters. Not saying like sexually, that it's just they like to get like close to men and that, and then they basically chew them. They chew on them and they spit them out, kind of thing. Which basically what it means is that they like the emotional affection that, which is the craving that they want, which is the chew part. And then when they get the flavor of it for a little bit, they spit it out. Which it's about pushing them away. So like that's basically the concept of a man eater. At least from that perspective. And like it's priceless because I know what she's doing and I'm laughing my ass off. Trying not to fucking break my head. And like she stays super far away from him. Like this boy's itching for affection. He's itching for affection so bad. Like I love the kid that, but the Motherfucker's being played. He's being played, and he has to know it. I'm laughing my ass off. I just say like you're fucking mean. You stop doing that, girl. Like you're gonna fucking. You need to just lay the fuck low and just not worry about that shit. Like. It is fucking priceless. I can't stop laughing. And and now it's getting to that point where I know it's like funny when you know someone so well and you could just plot it out what they're doing and you can laugh about it. And like the other person that doesn't know is gonna be super fucking confused. It's usually sitting there like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It's like so at the end of the day and that, so there's like she ends up leaving that. And like he was talking to me when she was leaving. She almost hit the fucking curb. I was laughing my ass off. Like, watch where you're driving, dumbass. Turn the other way. Because she saw me and her talking that, and like she's wonder what we were saying. That she's gonna ask me anyway. Fucking hell. And I was just like, I like I'm giving you a warning right now, my man. I don't want you to be too like too affectionate. Like I'm not saying too affectionate. Like don't attach too hard. Like just mingle with her. She likes you in that. Just mingle with her in that. Talk to her in that. Fondle her. I don't know. Grab her ass. Put your finger in her butt. I don't know. That doesn't like whatever the fuck it is. I don't like leaving men hanging that and be like, just don't get too attached. That's all I'm saying. And like I told him, we had that me and her had an argument that about fuck was I think it's because I wanted to date her in that, but she didn't want to date me. Whatever reason might be. Anyway, but I spit out truth so much in the way psychologics work. So I give a deadpan truth. I said, all the guys you talk to in that are not going to be like me because I understand you and know what you're going through. So that none of these guys are going to understand that because they're not experienced enough to get you like I do. So you're always going to end up coming back to me because you know that I know you. I didn't say about dating, say about like our relationship as a friendship, and like it's gonna get to that point where it's gonna be like, well, fuck, maybe I should or not, whatever it might be. And like it's gonna get to that point. And I don't like seeing younger men get hurt by women that are just like, I don't want a relationship type thing. So like I have to be on both sides of the playing field. Like I laugh at what she does. I think it's fucking priceless as fuck. And these men have no idea. Like they're sitting there confused as fuck. And like the whole entire time that they came back in that, she wasn't even next to him at all. Like I like I told her, it's like, you're always trying to push him away, huh? And she she's like, yeah, it's like, see, that's what it is. You get a little bit of affection in that, you like it, and you're like, you're pushing, you're getting too close, and that I can't do this anymore, and that's what's gonna happen. And it doesn't matter what, like, and I just sort of like hang out with someone that is with you, you know, like I was talking to her about, let's go back to the gym and that. Let's me and you do what we did before. Because we had so much fun. And the thing is, we were so bonding so closely. It was getting to the point where, like, it was becoming a relationship, but it wasn't to that point of becoming a full on, like, relationship. It was just getting really fucking cool. It was fucking enjoyable. He's bitch about me being fat and shit. And I go lie, when that girl had me at the gym and that, she worked me out so fucking hard. And like she didn't work out that hard herself. I worked out really hard with her and that. Because when you have a gorgeous girl next to you, I mean, she's fucking really fucking hot. And like when you have a nice girl that's sexy as fuck next to you and that, your hormones go through the roof as a man. So like we're counterbalancing each other now. Like she would work out really hard, and then I would work out really hard. And like sometimes I would do back, and I'd be there for 15 minutes, and I'd be sitting there like, oh, I'm done, I'm tired as fuck, and she'd be like, and I've been there for 15 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to work out anymore. Like complaining about it, trying to be baby towards her, because girls like that shit. She's like, work out more. Let's go do this, go do that. I'm like, oh. Hey, whatever works, fuck it. Whoever pushes your ass to be better, if it's a hot chick that you fucking like, you like to look at and that can push you harder and that, fuck it, go for it. That's why, guy trainers always work with women. It pushes women harder now because the woman fixates about that guy or whatever the fuck it might be. Or this is just a natural way of producing but more hormone cycles when you're with someone that's of the opposite sex. That works. But like all to do with psychology, basically. Don't forget that there's always someone out there that's going to be very close to you. Arguments with friends happen because either they care about you or they're trying to establish something that you don't realize yet. Outside looking in, someone looking at you and how you act compared to how you look at yourself, there's always going to be a different standard. So, like, they can catch stuff that you don't know. That's why it's good to have a good friend. One good friend is better than many. You can have companions and that, but you always have one good friend. Sometimes it's best to have someone that is like with being that is a girlfriend, and that's what I want to be. Uh, but like we're friends. She's just my girl slash friend, or whatever fuck people want to say it. And I don't know. It's getting to that point. And we'll see what happens. That's the truth. I don't know yet. It just feels really nice. And because I'm being like myself again. I'm being goofy as fuck, gay as fuck. Yeah. Joking. Not really caring. I play off people's words and make fun of people all damn day long. Oh, it's so funny. We'll get customers come in and like they're fucking hilarious. Anyway, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm tired and I'm going to fuck off right now, so you guys have a good night. See you later. God bless.